Hello and welcome to the video about the GCSE languages options at Downs End School. My name is Mr. Skitt and I'm Head of Languages, and I'm going to explain to you a little bit about what is involved in the French, Spanish and German GCSE courses. All three languages follow the same GCSE course and therefore the information about them is identical. This year we would expect that a lot of our pupils will be considering French or Spanish, as these are the languages that they are currently learning. However, we are also happy to talk to pupils who are interested in taking German, either as a new language or because they have previously learnt it. It's also possible for pupils to take two languages, and we would expect that all of our pupils are learning at least one language. If you feel that it's not appropriate for your child to learn a language, we would ask you to contact me to have a discussion further about what the options might be for your child. I hope that you find the information in this presentation useful, and if you have any further questions, please do not hesitate to contact me. At Downs End School, we offer GCSE in three languages: French, Spanish and German. There has never been a more important time to learn languages than now. The workplace is demanding increasing amounts of language skills, particularly following our exit from the EU. Languages demonstrate an ability to communicate, and they help you to understand your own language. Languages show that you understand other cultures and that you want to understand other cultures and appreciate other people's way of life. Learning a language often encourages you to think about things in a different way and to consider how language is approached from a different perspective. Not only does this show the cultural awareness, but it also shows an ability to problem solve. And often, solving issues in a foreign language are very, very good for your problem solving skills. There is also an increasing amount of scientific evidence that suggests that learning a language is very, very good for your memory. Equally, with decreasing numbers of pupils taking languages at GCSE and A-level across the country, learning a language and achieving a good grade will help you to stand out from the crowd as you proceed into the future. We're looking for pupils who are inquisitive about language, who want to know how language works, who are keen to learn about other people's cultures, and above all, who are willing to make mistakes, because it's through making mistakes that we're going to learn. We want pupils who want to communicate and who are keen to develop a new skill and are excited about the opportunities that will give them in the future. So at GCSE, we will be studying 5 themes. The first theme is called Identity and Culture, and in that we will talk about your family, we will talk about friendships, what makes a good friend, what are the qualities of a good friend. We will talk about everyday life, we will talk about food, and we will talk about festivals and how the two are linked. We will talk about sport and music, we will talk about technology, we will talk about TV, and we will talk about films and media. Theme 1 is the largest of the 5 themes and will take us pretty much a year to study out of the 3-year course. Theme 2 is entitled Local Area, Holidays and Travel, and therefore we will talk about our town, the area that we live in, whether we would prefer to live somewhere else, what the advantages between the town and the countryside are. We will talk about going on holiday, we will talk about plans for the holidays for the future, and we will talk about travel in the general sense, including potentially the environmental impact of travel. Themes 3 and 4 are connected and follow on from each other. In theme 3, we will talk about school, we will talk about what we learn, why we learn it, we will talk about the school rules, school uniform, we will debate whether a school uniform is a good thing or a bad thing, we will debate whether school rules are a good thing or a bad thing. In theme 4, we will talk about future possibilities, so we will talk about going to university, we will talk about further study, and we will talk about work and work experience. And these themes will be covered towards the end of Year 10. Theme 5 will be covered in Year 11 and is entitled International Events in the Global Dimension. This is a very broad theme and incorporates international events such as the Olympics, music festivals, and other big scale events that you might go to. We will talk about the environment, we will talk about charity, and we will talk about volunteering and how we contribute to the world. Within each of those within each of those 5 themes, we will also talk about the grammar of the language. We will look at the vocabulary. We will see how the vocabulary interacts between the different themes, and we will build that all together towards the assessment, which takes place at the end of Year 11. All lessons will include any of the 4 skills: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. We will use our online textbooks and the resources that come with that, and we will also do a lot of interactive work such as pair work and group work. We have a wide range of online learning platforms that we use, and technology is becoming an increasing part of our lessons. At the end of Year 11, you will have an exam in each skill, and each of those exams will be worth 25%. The languages exams in comparison with other GCSE subjects are quite short. The longest is 1 hour and 20 minutes, and some of them are as short as 40 minutes. Each skill is worth 25% and take place at the end of Year 11. And the speaking exam will be conducted before the main exam period, so probably just after the Easter holidays in April, and will be conducted by your class teacher and marked by the exam board. So it's important that you realise that the speaking exam, which for some pupils can be the scariest exam, will actually be conducted by someone who you know very, very well and who you will have been able to practice with. Assessment for GCSE languages is available at both foundation or higher level. Foundation goes up to grade 5, and higher obviously extends up to grade 9. And we will have conversations in Year 11 as to which is the best level for your child. We have an increasing number of opportunities within languages at Downs End School. We are establishing links with schools around the continent. We have just established a link with a partner school in France, the Blanche de Castille in Nantes, and we look forward to extending our links with them, including through classwork and engagement between the pupils in GCSE groups in Downs End and at Blanche de Castille. We are investigating links with our cognitive partner schools in Spain and with a partner school in Germany or Austria. In addition to these links that will be made between our school and other schools on the continent, there are other options for the Foreign Language Leader Award, for example, in Year 10 or 11 as part of the Stretch programme. And there are always offers being made for additional language courses that will be available as part of Stretch as well. So where can languages take you? Academically, languages can lead on to A-level courses and degree-level courses. Increasingly, languages are being combined as part of multi-skill degrees, so engineering with French or history with German, with opportunities for study and workplaces abroad. So you don't have to just be considering languages to see that as something useful for the future. There are other opportunities. Language skills are one of the most desirable skills being looked for in the job market at the moment. In a recent survey by the CBI, the Confederation for British Industry, they found that German, French and Spanish are the top 3 languages in demand by employers, and it's been consistently so for about the last 10 years. So learning a language is an absolute skill for the future that is going to help you in the workplace. And the last question that I'm most often asked as part of the options process is, which language should I choose? And I would ask you to ask yourself these 3 questions. Which language do you enjoy the most? Which language are you achieving the highest marks in? And do you have any plans for the future which make one of those languages more appealing? If the answer to any of those questions is yes, then that probably helps you to make your decision. But the most important one is the first one. Which do you enjoy the most? Which one can you see yourself learning for the next 3 years? And which one can you see yourself investing the time to learn it and learn it well? We're really excited about the future of GCSEs in the languages department at Downs End School, and we look forward to you being part of that as we move forward into next year. If you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to talk to me or to Mr. Eunice or Mrs. Taylor, and we will do our best to help you. And we look forward to seeing you at Options Evening if you have any further questions. Thank you very much for your time.